Hello and welcome, I'm Oscar Sherlief and these are the latest news from Kazakhstan. The Kazakh embassy in Bishkek does not confirm the information about the citizens of the country injured in the recent clashes in Osh. During the last 2 days, 37 people were killed during the riots in Kyrgyzstan, with more than 500 injured. Being the OSCE chair, Kazakhstan is reluctant to comment on the political situation in neighboring country.
One of the key questions reviewed at the SCO summit is the issue of Kyrgyzstan. Our minister and the president are taking part in meetings on the matter and their conclusions will be announced later, at the end of the summit. We cannot say anything about the victims, but we're going to find out everything soon. Mass unrest accompanied by heavy fire continued in South Kazakhstan for the entire Thursday night. A number of minor clashes between ethnic Kyrgyz and Uzbeks led to a large-scale conflict. The law enforcement agencies at the scene were unable to stabilize the situation. According to some sources, some of Osh residents are trying to flee the city with their families.
Residents of the Kazakh village Arnasay became hostages of the SCO summit in Tashkent. The villagers living in the Kazakh enclave appear to be blocked from the area centered by Uzbek frontier forces, who reinforced the border for the important international event.
For the fourth day, residents of the village Arnasay have to live in the ghetto conditions, as 650 people are blocked from 3 sides by Uzbek frontier guards and the Shardar reservoir from the 4th. The drinking water and food are running out, and in order to cut the social tension, the head of district visited the residents on Friday. Meanwhile, the SCO summit is being held in Tashkent, and Arnasay residents believe the border closure occurred due to the toughened security.
We do not understand why this happened, as we always used this route and never had any problems. Now we cannot drive to the district center for food. The area had promised that the border will be opened in 4 days, so we just have to wait.
The village found itself in a complicated geopolitical situation after the breakup of the Soviet Union. A part of the Shardar-Jettisay highway now belongs to Uzbekistan. According to some sources, Kazakhstan failed to pay its rent, and this is how Uzbek authorities reminded the neighbor of the debt before the SCO summit.
Guards warned us that it is illegal to cross the Kazakh border and they can open fire without warnings. We demand the authorities to solve the issue and open the border because we do not want to live in these military conditions.
Representatives of the military prosecutor's office of the Sarayagaj district say the Uzbek frontier guards did not violate anything, as the military personnel of Uzbekistan reinforced their positions on their own territory.
As far as I know, they didn't cross the Kazakh border and only reinforced posts on their own territory.
Experts say that Kazakhstan is often involved in border conflicts with Uzbekistan. Back in the beginning of the 20th century, the border drawn by Soviet authorities did not satisfy the two nations. After gaining independence, the problem of delimitation and demarcation intensified. By the break of the century, the village Bakay, located in South Kazakhstan, almost ended up in Uzbekistan. Back then, the local residents themselves saved the village, although there is still no clear solution to the geopolitical question for now.
On Friday, deceived shared construction interest holders held a protest action at Government Square in Astana. In contrast to similar prior actions, this time none of the participants was arrested, perhaps because representatives of authorities chose not to communicate with the picketers directly.
On June 11th, shared construction interest holders from Astana demanded the authorities to cancel the legal norm on 1 apartment per person and organized an unsanctioned rally near the government palace. This time the protest went peacefully and without arrest. People brought letters to the government, however there was no one around to accept them, thus the messages were left in the office. We will not give up. If nothing is done, I will jump from a building or commit an act of self-immolation, as I have nothing to lose. The interest holders believe the infamous norm initiated by the government contradicts the constitution. The apartment owners even appealed the regulation, but the District Court of Almaty made a decision in favor of the government. People have also addressed the issue to the MPs, and the latter sent a parliamentary inquiry to the Prosecutor General and the Prime Minister to investigate the matter.
The parliamentarians are still working on the issue and we hope to receive an answer soon. The Commission continues its work and will announce its decision soon, because not only the government but also the party is concerned about the matter. I'm sure we will come up with a solution.
The ruling party Nuratan also became involved in the conflict resolution and set up 5 commissions, although all of these efforts produced no results so far. Even though the General Prosecutor's Office suspended the implementation of the resolution due to the inquiry, the initiative group of interest holders is preparing a new complaint, this time to the UN Council of Human Rights, hoping that the international organization can influence the outcome.
On Friday, a resident of Pavlodar, Yerganat Aubakirov, organized a short-lived hunger strike hoping to influence the outcome of his criminal case. The man claims he became a victim of the police arbitrary treatment. Find out more from the next report.
A Pavlodar resident, Yerganat Aubakirov, organized a hunger strike in front of the mosques protesting against the police lawlessness. Being a man of faith, Aubakirov hoped that only near the mosque he would be able to find justice.
I no longer see a point of counteracting the police with legal means. I'm in despair and appeal to the public to take notice. There's no secret and everyone knows that people are scared of the police because they can fabricate crimes.
The striker claims that on May 6, the police officers tied his hands and planted a gun in his hands. Based on this evidence, the police instigated a criminal case and released Aubakirov on bail. The man accuses police officers of misconduct, bringing his mother, wife, daughter and a 4-year-old son along to the protest. I believe that there are criminals that have to be tried in our country, but why do the police trouble innocent people? The protester says that he appealed to all possible authorities up to the regional prosecutor's office, but received no answer. Aubakirov intended to continue his hunger strike until the law enforcement officials will stop the persecution. However, the protest action ended just in 20 minutes when the police detained the picketer and took him to the police department. The police did not explain why they detained the protester. Unfortunately, the local imam was also absent at the scene to give his comments on the matter.
Last September, the financial police arrested an edition of the newspaper Golos Respubliki, printed by the Kometa S printing house, which ignored the previously issued official ban. A criminal case was instigated against the director of the printing house, who was charged with accounting evasion. Recently, the case took an unexpected turn when the newspaper's office received a copy of a letter in which the chief investigator of the Almaty Anti-Corruption Department requested 39 Kazakh banks to provide information on the financial accounts of 6 persons.
In order to indicate the money and other valuables, I ask for the information on the availability of payments and accounts, flow of these funds, hard copy of payments, availability of credit and debit cards, account numbers and amount of money left on them, wire accounts, money transfer abroad out of Kazakhstan, transaction passports, applications of money transfer abroad and agreements, availability of safe boxes, the nature and value of the property saved inside boxes, and also the deposits of the following people: Молдалиев Данияр Онгарович, Козлов Владимир Иванович, Китибаев Муратбек Камалбаевич, Уткин Сергей Геннадьевич, Ляписова Гульжан Серакалиевна, Турузбекова Алия Асетовна. The activists of the unregistered party Alga Vladimir Kozlov and lawyer Sergei Utkin allegedly have nothing to do with the printing house, although Kozlov owns the building, which was rented by Kometa S printing house. The involvement of Sergei Utkin is not clear at all. It is likely this conflict is needed to counteract the opposition by any possible means. You cannot enter someone's house, search it and then convict a person for finding some unlicensed software on the computer. It is illegal to search apartments and cars, as well as look into the bank accounts unless there is a legal basis. If searches like this will be allowed, Kazakhstan will turn into a police state with active repressions. We suspect these checks have a political motive.